Hey GED test takers, I'm Alice. I passed the GED Reasoning through Language Arts test, and I'd like to help you pass too. I studied with the Writing for the GED Test series from New Readers Press. Practicing with these books boosted my confidence and helped me to write a great extended response. In this video, I'll share some tips from writing for the GED test that will help you maximize your score on the extended response. I'll show you what you will see on the extended response portion of the test, how to move around a computer screen, and what tools you can use during the test. What is the extended response? It's the writing portion of the GED Reasoning through Language Arts test, or RLA test. Here's what the extended response looks like. This is the prompt. It explains what you need to do in your written response. And on the right, this is where you type your response. Don't worry about running out of space. As you type your response, the text will scroll to make room for more. Click the tabs at the top to read every page. On the left, you'll see 2 text passages. Each passage gives an author's position on a similar topic. Make sure to read both passages. While you type, you can use the cut, copy, and paste buttons to move sentences around within your response. You can also use the undo and redo buttons. You cannot use these buttons to copy text from the reading passages. You will have some access to some tools both on screen and at your testing station while you work on your response. The first tool is an on-screen highlighter. You can use the highlighter to mark important information in the reading passages. When you take the GED test, you will be given 3 note boards and a dry erase pen. You can use these to write notes during the test. Remember that you won't be able to take a pen or a pencil and scratch paper into the testing center. You will need to use the note boards to make any notes during the test. When you arrive at the testing center, you will receive a copy of the Extended Response Answer Guidelines. The guidelines gives you some tips for maximizing your score on the extended response. For example, you should write 4 to 7 paragraphs and about 300 to 500 words. The other videos in this series will cover many of the points included in the guidelines. When the extended response begins, a clock will appear on the screen showing that you have 45 minutes. The clock will count down as you work. If the clock is distracting, you can hide it and check it occasionally to make sure you're on track. The clock will reappear when there are 3 minutes left, so you'll know that time is running out. To use your time wisely, plan to spend the first 15 minutes reading and analyzing the passages, then spend the next 25 minutes writing your response. Save about 5 minutes at the end to check and revise your writing. I'll talk more about these 3 steps in the upcoming videos. Here's a tip to improve your score. Read the guidelines before test day and refer to them while you practice and prepare for the test. You will save time if you are already familiar with the guidelines before you take the test. You can read or print a copy of the guidelines by clicking the link in the description. The rest of the videos in this series will help you meet the expectations described in the guidelines. Now you know what the extended response looks like. In video 2, I'll talk about how to get started on your response.